Before we start this review, to all the men and women who serve in the armed forces, thank you for your service. What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing a new war movie that's based on true events, and that movie is Thank You for Your Service. Directed by Jason Hall and starring Miles Teller, Haley Bennett, and Amy Schumer. This movie's based on the true story of a soldier, Sergeant Adam Schuman, played by Miles Teller, who comes home from war, who suffers PTSD, and some of his other friends do after battling in Iraq for many years. And this whole entire movie dives into what PTSD can do for military people in this realm. And so Adam Schuman goes through a lot of depressing realms with his family and his friends, and that's all I'm going to tell you guys about the plot to this film. Now, going into Thank You for Your Service, I was excited for it because it's a new war movie and it has Miles Teller in it. And after seeing Only the Brave, he was phenomenal in that movie. I knew that this could be his Oscar hype. Going into this movie, I was hoping that I would get that type of performance from Miles Teller, because let me tell you guys, I think he's the most underrated actor in Hollywood today, that people don't give him enough credit, and he should. Walking out of Thank You for Your Service, I can easily say that I really like this film. It's a good, solid, true-telling story of a war situation, and to call this movie a war movie is kind of an understatement, because it doesn't focus on the war at all. It focuses on the home stuff. So I wouldn't really call it a war film. It's not perfect. I don't think it's an Oscar type of film, but it does have a lot of good stuff about it. So let's start with the positives. Miles Teller gives a fantastic performance in this movie. He does a great job of portraying this character, Adam Schuman, this real-life veteran, suffering PTSD. And I really did connect with his character a lot, especially at the end. He goes through a lot of emotional rages in this film, and I totally believed it. Do I think he's going to get that Oscar nomination? Too tough to predict, because it's way too early. We're not into the Oscar awards yet, but I'd love to see him get hype. But to be honest with you guys, I thought he was a lot better than Only the Brave, but he's great here. First, I gotta give huge praise to the guy who played his friend, Baloo Cole. I think that's how you pronounce his name. The guy who played Miles Teller's friend. Honestly, I thought he was better than Miles Teller in this film. Like, he had the biggest moments of shine. He gives a really great performance, and he too goes through PTSD, and he goes through one specific scene where I was tearing up because it felt like real acting. I love the dramatic elements that this story did tell, and Jason Hall, as I said, directed this film, and he wrote the screenplay for American Sniper, the Clint Eastwood film, and you could tell that he has a good amount of experience with war films, and the story he told here, I thought he did a decent job with it. The moments of serious drama with the family elements, I really did believe in, and it looked realistic, and they weren't just doing it for the camera. Like, it felt real. These people are used to being on the battlefield and shooting guns, and whenever they're in the real life situation, there's a lot of scenes where they're back home with their families, and maybe Miles Teller had no idea that his daughter hated chocolate, and he has to adjust to being a father again. And also his friend too, he's becoming a dad. It's just really cool to see these soldiers going back to family formats, that it's more challenging than being on the battlefield. Now, Thank You for Your Service is not a perfect film. I did have some flaws with it, so let's get to the negatives. The pacing in this film was my biggest negative. It's really slow paced, and that really dragged the movie down from being perfect. Like, the film is really slow, and it's only an hour and 48 minutes, and the scenes are just way too slow, and they should have just kept going to the next scene, not making it too long. Also, the film does have some random flashbacks within the second act that kind of drag down the movie as well from being perfect. Like, I felt like it was kind of boring. If they would have trimmed down some scenes and making it more invested, then Jason Hall could have cut out some things, and some parts of this film are boring. And that's really all the flaws I had. Thank you for your service. It's a good, solid film, not perfect. It does have some powerhouse performances and a good message and story about soldiers' commitments outside of war, which I appreciated about this film a lot. So with all those things being said, I'm going to give Thank You for Your Service a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Alright guys, that was my review for Thank You for Your Service. Have you guys seen it yet? And what did you think of it? Did you love it, think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below. Look out for 2 more reviews tomorrow. I'm going to see Jigsaw and Suburbicon. Look out for those reviews. And I just uploaded my review for Empire Strikes Back of my Star Wars series of reviews, so go check that out. Thank you guys, as always, for watching this review. And if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below, as well as links to my Patreon and Snapchat. Click that notification bell on your way out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!